Hi, I wanted to show you German short rows. I use two abbreviations. The first is TSP and the second is GTOG or G together. So the key thing to remember when you're doing German short rows is that before you do the pull of the TSP, you always have to have the yarn in front of the needles. So let me show you that because you're going to position it a little differently depending on whether you're going to work a knit or a purl. So TSP stands for turn, slip a stitch, and then pull the yarn over the needle. So let me show you that stage. I've knitted 7 stitches. So this is my last stitch worked. It's number 7. The instructions say TSP, so I turn. I'm now on the wrong side. And see my yarn is in front. I slip my stitch to the right needle, and then I pull the yarn over the top of the needle and into position to work the next stitch. So I've just got 7 stitches. I'm going to work back to the beginning, and then we're going to do our second technique, which is the G together, where you work the 2 legs that were created by the TSP together in either a knit 2 together or a purl 2 together, depending upon your pattern. So let me show you first what the TSP stitch looks like. I've knitted back. You've got this kind of yarn over loop and your original stitch. That's what it looks like on the other side. So our goal here is to just, since we're knitting, we're going to knit 2 together. And then we're going to work to whatever point we were aiming for our next short row. So this is my last stitch worked. I'm turning my work. I'm on the wrong side. I'm going to slip that last stitch to the right needle, and then I'm going to pull that yarn over and into position to work a purl stitch, because that's what I'm doing. That's all there is to it when you're working German short rows, but let me show you what happens when you're working on the wrong side. So this is my last stitch worked, and I'm going to turn my work and see how I have the yarn in front of my needles. I obviously had to bring it forward. I'm going to slip that last stitch worked with the yarn in front. So now I'm going to bring my yarn over my needle to work a knit stitch. You can see I'm holding that into position, and I'm going to knit back. So I want to show you that from the other side, so I'm just going to flip this over and work back. And so I'm going to purl back to my TSP stitch, which again, I've got the yarn over this one, it kind of crosses, and there's my stitch. And since I'm purling, I'm just going to purl 2 together. And I'll work to the end of the row, and let's take a look at it. Let's see, where is my, so it's right here. You barely see it. Here's where I just turned so that I could get to the right side. Here is an unworked TSP. So if I was coming back, I could pick that up by knitting 2 together, and I can't see the other one. Oh, it's down here. So that's how you do German short rows.